Welcome to the Creating Experience podcast, where we take you behind the scenes of unforgettable events. I'm Emma, and I'm joined by my co-host James. Together, we bring you years of experience in the event industry.
We're back.
We're back.
And today's topic is, no matter how small your event is, you should think about your AV requirements.
Yes. And what does AV stand for?
Audio visual.
Thank you. Only reason why we said that was we were like...
Emma's event terms.
Emma's event terms / acronyms.
But this comes off an event we did recently for the Mariners. They held a mid-season corporate event away at the Newcastle Jets game in Newcastle.
And we won.
We did win 1-0. Boys are going, actually, they haven't, this is completely side note, but at the moment, this will time well as well. They've lost one game since November.
It's insane.
Like, they've obviously had draws, but they've only lost that one game to Sydney FC where they got smoked at home. And
that's including AFC.
Yeah, no, playing well. Good job, boys. Well done.
Very well.
Anyway, official event partners of the
and the females are going well as well.
The women's team's doing well as well.
Women's team is kicking goals.
But we obviously helped the Mariners out.
Sorry, that just got me the official sponsor.
Official event.
Official event part. If you watched AFC last night, there was a lot of JC Entertainment at events on the LED signage. Yeah. Anyway, side note.
But what we obviously we look after the Mariners for their event audio visual needs. Very simple event. They had 130 of their corporate partners there, had a small little suite down the end of, it wasn't big, it would have been like 15 metres by 5, like a little small area with a bar.
But a really good outdoor area as well.
Yeah.
So when game was on,
everyone was
out there watching the game and then came in.
But we obviously looked after some AV stuff for them. It was a pretty simple setup, a couple of wireless microphones, pair of PA speakers, and then we actually showcased our new LED posters, which they're 2 metres by half a metre roughly.
Yeah. Good talking topic, actually.
It's different.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always in the past been able to do LED plinths, so to speak, with our LED screen panels, but there's a lot of work that goes into them, whereas these, they essentially cased in a pair. We can preload the content or load the content from a phone or wirelessly or whatever. But yeah, kind of leaves the good old pull-up banner for dead.
Yeah, like actually does. It's so good because you can put video footage as well as
video footage, animated content.
Yep.
All sorts of bits and pieces on
very
that.
Cool.
So yeah, we ran a pair of those. One was scrolling with the club's sponsors, and then one was obviously then allocated to us to showcase our stuff. But yeah, we did that, and then we did some uplighting. And I suppose at the end of the day, it's again just that overall event experience. People walked into the room, and it wasn't just because it is a plain white room.
Yeah,
let's
definitely.
be honest. Like, it's a plain white room, but it was coloured with the branding of the Mariners, just added to the atmosphere. And then we obviously had the PA there, which was really important. And I suppose this is one of my sort of gripes, because there was an opportunity there where they had the chairman get up and speak, and Dan from Mariners got up and spoke. And a lot of the time people throw away that little 2-minute speech that's got to happen, and they don't prioritize it. Whereas obviously by us being there, it meant that everyone in the room could clearly hear what was needed. Look, people might look and go, it's overkill. We just need a little battery PA or something like that. But I mean, we've been in those situations where they just go with a battery PA, and you've got 120 people standing there, and you might be outdoors, and the people at the back cannot hear a thing.
And it sits at the same level as the people's stomachs, so that wasn't like
it wasn't elevated
in the air. So that's another thing. Yeah, getting your sound height there to be able to throw the distance.
Yeah, I suppose some people look at like let's talk consumer level. People always like revert back to like the little JBL boomboxes or the battery PAs you get from Jaycar and stuff like that. Like, and at the end of the day, it's like anything. Like, it's a consumer level product. But if you're trying to run an event and it's corporate and you got to think about your messaging
and the people that you've
with
got in the
club.
room.
Yeah. And even that person that's speaking, like, they obviously have something important to say and they want to make sure that that's heard by everyone. And at the end of the day, having a proper PA is essentially is just going to make that happen. And yeah, if you don't, you, as I said, it just comes back to that whole thing of people looking at it and going, what was the point?
Yeah, of doing that in the first place. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So just PA, lighting, vision.
I suppose it's
elements,
looking
just
at
to
the
make
elements
it
and
look
making
good.
sure. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, if we, like, for that, I suppose another case would be if there's a presentation, making sure you have a TV or a projector screen. I mean, we've obviously spoken in the past about the difference between projector and TV screen. I've got some clients at the moment we're talking to about that. People typically, it's common practice to go straight to the projector screen.
Yeah.
But, and sometimes cost effective wise, yes, but logistically, they're just difficult.
Especially
They need a
if
lot of
it's-
space.
Yeah.
You don't want, again, the people walking across the front of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, TV. And look, it gets hard because those little setups sometimes can eat a bit of budget. It's not cheap to do that sort of stuff sometimes. But I suppose it really comes down to you as the event organizer going, what is the priority of this scenario?
Yeah.
Is it a club that's got to have the chairman address sponsors and it's important? And we've been through a number of those with CEOs, even in the past, like early days Mariners, I remember that being the case too.
Yeah.
But even within a business, right? If you got a business and a CEO is addressing staff at a corporate function or something like that, it's really weighing up and
make
being
sure you're heard.
and yeah, not throwing away that
Yeah.
address at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
yeah, no matter how small your event is, you probably
Prioritize your AV.
prioritize how your message is getting delivered. Because otherwise, if you don't, your message won't get delivered. And all the other things you spent the money on and nice to do
Yeah.
is completely pointless.
Goes down the drain.
So, yeah. All right.
Nice little short, simple one.
Done. Catch you next time.
See ya.
Thanks for checking out the Creating Experience podcast. You can find the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as YouTube. Be sure to check out our socials as well. We're on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn as well. And if you have an event coming up that you need assistance on, feel free to head to our website, www.jcentertainment.com.au, or give us a call on 1-800-JC Events.